Hi, Matt Lewis, personal trainer at the LifeFIT Center on Riverside Drive. I will take you through a few shoulder exercises that you can incorporate into your weekly routine. We're going to start off with a warm-up and then we'll get to it. Start with little circles forward. Going to gradually get them a little bigger and as big as you can go. We're going to go little circles backward. I recommend having your palms facing up. This will avoid clicking in your shoulders. Gradually get them bigger and as big as you can go. Good, we'll cross, straight arm, palms facing down. And bend at the elbows, opening up the chest, hand over hand, palm facing down. Whew. I'm already warmed up. Now we'll bring the elbows, the side body opening up, external rotation. Keeping that 90-degree bend in the arms and keeping your elbows latched to your side body. I recommend this one to anyone who can do any high five movement. So any high five movement above the shoulder. So if you can do these, feel free. Not all exercises for the shoulders are high five movements. So you could do the ones that are below shoulder height, just in case you have any shoulder issues. But you gotta keep them moving regardless. In my opinion, of course. Good. We'll just reach up, down, reach up, down. So with this one, it's very important. Keep your core engaged and your tailbone tucked. So you don't want to overextend the back when you go high five movement, okay? So you don't want to overextend. You want to keep the tailbone tucked. You want to squeeze the glutes. You want to keep your core engaged. Also, when you're pressing something over your head, you want to lock out. So meaning locking out the arm fully straightened, and you're flexing the back of your arm, your tricep, to give you some support. All right, so we're gonna grab some dumbbells. Anything to do with your shoulders, I would say to start light. It's a delicate muscle. So I like to have my feet together. This is my standard pose here. So glutes are engaged, core is engaged. We're gonna start off with some front raises. So we're going up, and 1, 2. We're gonna do 8, 3, 4. Inhale as you lower, exhale at the top. 5, 6, 7, and 8. So straight arms. Now you're gonna have a slight bend in the arms. We're gonna do lateral raise. So we work the front of the shoulders for the front raise. Now we're gonna do lateral raise. We're gonna have a slight bend in the elbows, and we're going up. Shoulder height is good. We're going for 8. Breathing in, breathing out as you raise the weights, as you exert force. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Perfect. Now we're going to go into a reverse fly. What's important here is you want to hinge at your hips. You want to keep your back straight. You want to keep your chest high, and you want to have your eyes and your nose parallel to the ground. You don't want to be ducking your head down too much, so you want to elongate the back of your neck. You want to tuck your chin. Okay, so here's a side image here, and here is the front image. I am basically keeping a barrel form. So when I'm in this barrel form, what I want to do is I want to bring them up to about rib cage, and I want to squeeze my shoulders. This is a back and shoulders exercise. We really want to hit the back of the shoulders, the rear delts. So we want to hit about here, okay? So that's your awareness. You got to keep an awareness. So we're hinging at the hips and your back is flat, is straight and neutral. And we're going up, we're squeezing 1 to 2 seconds and lower into your barrel form. Squeeze and lower, that's 2. Breathing out, breathing in. 4, 5, palms are facing down. 6, 7, and 8. Good, so you did the front. Did the front for the front raise, arms are straight. We have a slight bend in the elbows for the lateral raise. And then we have the reverse fly. So slight bend in the elbows as well. Just remember the barrel shape. All right, now we're gonna go into an overhead press. So what I said in the warm up is you really wanna tuck your tailbone in and you don't wanna overextend your back. So we're getting it into our position. We're going ear to eye level here, okay? So, pressing overhead, lowering down to ear to eye level. That's 1. Locking out the arms. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Perfect. So the beautiful thing about an overhead press is it requires a lot of strength to do this. So you've already done that, and you can add a lot of weight when you're doing an overhead press. But if you're doing a lateral raise, stick to light weight. And if you do a front raise, stick to medium lightweight. But overhead press, you want to aim to go heavy, okay? Regardless, it's a tough exercise. Now we're going to hit the back and the front. So when we're doing the front shoulder press, we're hitting the front of the shoulder. Now we're gonna hit the back and the front of the shoulder, and we're gonna do some Arnolds. So it's the Arnold press. You're gonna have your palms face toward you. You're gonna flare the elbows out, lock them in place. This is what's gonna help the back of the shoulders. It's gonna work the back of the shoulders. So now I'm pressing overhead, and now I'm coming back, palms face toward me, and we're going for 2. 2. So the palms are facing toward you, and then palms face away. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Good work. All right, now we're gonna compound the movement just for the ender, okay? So we're gonna keep the same form. Remember, not overextend the back. So I like to keep a little bit of an awareness here. If my hands aren't straight, if they start to go high or low, I'm doing it wrong. So I always pretend that there's a cup of water where my waist is and a cup of water where my chest is. If I start to tilt, the cup of the water falls. If I start to tilt my pelvis down, the cup of the water falls. So you want to keep that awareness. That's the analogy that I'm going to use for today. So now we're going to compound the movement. We're going to do some curls. So we're going to curl. Now we're in the Arnold. Now we're in the shoulder press. All right, all the way down into your curl. So you want to go all the way down. You want to flex the triceps. You want to keep your elbows close to your body. You don't want to flare your elbows out. You want to utilize your body. And 2. All the way down, nice and slow, nice and controlled. 3. I'll let you see a side image. 4, so your shoulder presses should look like that. Squeezing the glutes. 5. 6, and I'm trying not to use any momentum, nice and slow and controlled. 7, and the last one, That's 8. Good work, guys. So I recommend you go through that about 2 to 3 times, and that's your shoulder workout. Just a little bit of a shoulder stretch. So this gonna hit the side body. So the lats, I still consider the lat, which is part of the back, but I also consider it part of the shoulders as well, since we did the reverse fly. So we're holding, deep breath, longer breath out. So even doing this one time around, maintaining your muscle mass, better than nothing. If you want to get to another level, then you'll do it 2 to 3 to 10 times. All right? So we're gonna switch. We're gonna have our hand over. We're gonna press on our elbow. This will get the back of the shoulder. Deep breath. Good. And we're gonna do the other side. We'll switch. And we're gonna stretch the lats. So I get asked, how long should I hold a stretch for? It's all relative, but I always say a minimum of 15 seconds. I like to get at least 4 deep breaths in. Calm the nervous system down. Good. Stretch. So really, you put your left over your right shoulder and then you press into your elbow. Hold. You can contact me at mlewis@racenter.com, and there will be a link in the description. Thanks once again.